Hi friends! Today's tutorial is a relaxing misty landscape. It's really easy and fun and perfect for beginners. Okay, let's start with some supplies. I have cold press watercolor paper. This is 300 GSM. It's an A5 size. And then paints, brushes, water, and I like to keep a paper towel or a rag on hand. You might also want painter's tape if you want to tape off your edges, which I think makes a nice frame if you want to end up framing your artwork later. I'll have a link below to the exact paint supplies that I'm using and the colors if you are interested. Alright, make sure those edges are down tight and sealed so that you don't get any water under the edge of the tape. And if you like, you can have a scrap piece of paper on hand just to test out some of your colors. For this particular composition, I'm going to go a little bit more monochromatic, so a little bit of that blue and grayish tones. I will list the colors below. I really like these sort of grayish blues, and I think they work really well together. Okay, so to start off, let's just wet our paper. I'm switching to a bigger brush. This is a flat brush and it's easier to do a big wash like this. So you can do that if you have that kind of a brush. And then I'm switching to my 8 round. And then with a little bit of paint that's watered down, I'm going to start putting in a little bit of the background. You want to make sure the paper is damp and not, soaking wet so that you really get that nice wet on wet bleed happening. And as always with watercolor, you can always go darker, so start as light as you can and then build up your layers from there. Now I'm just doing an abstract version of this, so something like a mountainscape or a treescape, and then pulling out a little bit of a tree line, so using the end of the brush and pulling straight lines where some of the trees might go. Because this is still damp, this paper is going to spread that paint and make it really soft and give it that misty feeling. Okay, with darker paint, I'm going in and putting in a more defined horizon line here. It's still going to be fuzzy because my paper is damp. And so this is a good way to kind of manipulate your composition while it's still wet. You can drop in paint wherever you want a stronger contrast. Okay, and then that foreground we can start to build up with some of that similar color. It's still diluted and pretty light, and I'll keep building up. If you start to lose some of your light areas, you can use a paper towel or that rag to soak up any extra color. And then let it fully dry 100% before we do the next layer. So you can see it dried pretty light, and you can kind of see that foreground, but it's very light on camera, so it's hard to see it. We'll go ahead and build up those layers now, and I'm going to be using a smaller brush. This is a size 1, and putting in more trees with leaves and a little bit more definition on this layer. To build your abstract trees, it's just a little wiggly mark, and they get wider the more you go towards the bottom of that tree trunk. So narrow at the top and then bigger and wider and flatter leaves towards the bottom. And it's very abstract and loose, so don't worry about making it perfect. So just remember that the further away the tree is in perspective, the lighter and softer the color will be, and the more close that object is to you, it's going to be darker and sharper on the edges. So I'm going to be building in the back layer first, and then we'll go in and put in the second layer in the front with stronger contrast. I'm bringing back in some of that lighter blue color too, just for a little bit more interest, but I'm mostly going to keep it grays and that charcoal color. Okay, so I'm re-wetting that front part of the picture and adding in more of that ground and building up some layers. And then while it's still damp, putting in the next cluster of trees and keeping it really soft and misty, just like we did above. Alright, so finish up this second layer and then we'll let it dry 100% before going in with our third layer. Okay, so I'm adding in a stronger tree in the foreground here. This is going to be my darkest color of tree because it's the closest object, and so I'm using a little bit more paint, and it's also going to be bigger since it's closer, and anything further away will be smaller and lighter. Alright, so now that I have some bigger, stronger foreground trees, it makes more sense that the smaller trees are behind and fading off into the distance. We're going to let this layer also 100% dry, and then we can remove some of that tape and look at our work. All right, it's 100% dry. Time to peel off that tape. This is so satisfying. I thought that the corner on the bottom right was a little bit light when it dried, so I'm just going to add in a little more paint as a final touch. I hope you had so much fun following along, and this was a pretty quick and easy little exercise, especially if you are looking to just do a warm-up with watercolors, and if you've taken a little bit of a break and you want to get back into it, it's a great exercise to do that. And just practice a little bit wet on wet and practice some of your brush stroke technique. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Have fun painting.